Welcome everybody to the newest Traillanders playthrough of Terraria 1.2.4. Today we're going to tackle our first boss, the Eye of Cthulhu. I will post a video just before this one of me gathering up items and hearts to fight this boss with. I did it in fast mode so that you guys don't have to watch the entire thing, and I give a loot summary at the end. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and log on to Trailgath here. I did not make any new gear, so I'll probably stop for a second and see what ores I came up with. I didn't really look at it. I'm currently still in iron. I did pick up the boomerang that I was looking for, a godly boomerang. In fact, I found two of them. In fact, I found 3 stupid boomerangs when I only needed 1, and I found 2 versions, 2 copies of the best boomerang there is for this point. I did get 16 lenses. I farmed them. I went over to the corrupted area and just sat there for a bit so I can get enough lenses. I have not gone down the pits yet to find an altar to make my suspicious eye. So we're gonna go do that in a moment as well. But I do have all my ore on me. It takes 30 silver. I have 29. I have a ton of iron. I have some platinum. A ton of copper. I have 39 silver. That takes 45. I can't even make 2. I think we might just have to go with the iron, because changing out one piece, it'll get rid of the set bonus, and I don't think that's going to make up the difference. It's only 1 better for any of the individual items here. So doing that would be pointless unless I can make more than 1. I don't have enough to even make a single. Let me do that real quick. Give me some more mana. So leveling this up will be pointless for the time being. I guess we're going to try this in iron and see how terrible it goes. So let's just put this ore back where it belongs for now. As you can see, I've got quite the collection of stuff going on already. I think that's good for now. I'm taking an iron skin potion with me. We'll try that out when we get back. Should have enough rope to get down to the chasm. I did start collecting some of the items. As I'm a completionist, I like to collect anything that's collectible. So in the last video, in the loot summary, you'll see that I have an ongoing count of statues and paintings. I also have one going for the banners and trophies. I've got one trophy from another character and a couple banners that I found on the other character. So I have a museum world. You've probably seen it in the world login page. So we'll hop over there eventually. When I get a couple more items, it's more interesting to look at. Right now it's kind of just bare. So we'll do that when it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I'm just going to use the spear for now. Boomerang is really super helpful for the boss fight since it comes back so fast when he's sitting there spinning at you. It'll do the same for Skeletron. It makes that fight pretty simple. So hopefully we'll... You know what? Stupid slime. I don't care about you. I have plenty of gel and everything else I need. I think it's this one. Alright, let's take it slow. And let's make sure we can actually get back up too. So we're just gonna... And then switch to boomerang real quick. Get this guy off my butt. And we'll go back to the ropes. And that slime followed me all the way bloody here. He's actually going to be annoying. So I kind of just sat over here earlier to get the lenses. Just kind of like what I'm doing now. It was fairly efficient actually. I just kind of hung out in the night and got a whole bunch of lenses. Pretty deep. I wonder if the sound stops when it hits the bottom. Well, I hear no more sound, so I'm going to assume it hits something, so I guess it's safe enough to go down here. So I did get the Bottle of Cloud, so that's going to be pretty handy for this boss. Gives me a little bit more mobility. I also got a Hard Shackle and an Armored Climbing Claws. The Armored Climbing Claws give me a bunch of defense. I mean, it's just as good as my armor. So that's pretty awesome. 2 more defense here. Speed and critical, not that great. And some regeneration here, so pretty good start. Like I said, I've had a pretty good run so far in general, honestly. Alright, so we here. We found a ton of altars. And there's the orbs, so when we want to go do that boss, everything looks like it's right bloody here. So it shouldn't be too hard to... Oh, got some company though. I have to clear this out real quick before I can start trying to craft my suspicious eyes here. Alright. So I got 2. So I can try this twice before having to get out of here. Alright. So it's still bloody daytime now. Oops. I just wasted a recall potion. That's a shame. Wish it was closer to nighttime. Well, I don't think there's much for me to do. Oh, I did pick up some rotten. That's gonna come in handy later. So I can make the next boss stuff. Oh, let's build my arena. That's what I can do while we're waiting in the daytime. So I can do more platforms. There we go. Should be plenty. So the hitting control creates this square, which actually is pretty handy for doing certain things and super frustrating when you're not trying to do certain things, because it is quite limiting on trying to take certain actions. So be aware that it does have its limits. With the cloud bottle, I don't have to be as prepared. I can get around pretty safely now, since I can do that. As I can get from one side to the other and from the ground back up, I should be okay. Not the fastest guy in the world. Well, my arena's ready. I don't think I'll need much more than this, and daytime's only halfway through. So we're gonna just go kill things, and I'll fast forward through this part. So I'm gonna stop talking. We'll fast forward through this part in the video and enjoy watching me run around. Until now. Guys, rolling up on nighttime here. Alright guys, we're just waiting for the first couple zombies to start showing up, or evil eyes to let us know that it's nighttime. I know there's... See, I got tons of potions. I've been finding potions left and right, and I know there's a command for potions happens. Here we go. H. Can I change that? I don't want to change it to though. I'll probably just leave it H, I guess. There's nothing for F. I'm gonna change that to F. Q. I'll change it to Q. Change mana to. I'll change mana to F. That'll work for me. Oops. Let's head back in there now. That's a good thing it loads quick. Alright, NPCs are in line. That usually means it's nighttime and they're hiding now. So I think it's safe to get started. See how we do. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's set down some lights here first. Can you not set torches down? I thought you could set torches down on platforms. Apparently not. But, oh, that's gonna be a terrible pain though. Alright, we're just gonna do this without it. Alright guys, let's get started, see how this goes. So I'm doing it in full iron. Usually in these games I usually tend to get the best stuff I can get before starting boss fights. Which means I would probably go hunt down platinum or gold suits and probably a couple better items here, but we'll start with most people what they're going to start with when they get to this boss or when they're going to find them. I've found enough hearts, so the boss will show up on its own after the 10th heart, I believe. So when you start getting up into this row, it'll just show up, like there's a chance for it to show up every night. So I'm already up over that limit. Iron and some accessories here, speed and mobility. So we'll go ahead. I got a buff shine potion, so I'll take care of my light, and an iron potion. So when I hit B, I'll just use all three, whatever. When I hit B, it'll use all three of these, all four of these actually, three, not the healing. So let's go ahead and get started and see what happens. Incoming boss. Oh, that would have been handy to hit the boss. Falling stars hurt bosses quite a bit if memory serves. So it doesn't hurt too much in my iron armor, so it looks like it'll be plenty. And see, I like the boomerang because it takes care of the eyes as well. Fairly easily. The only problem is if you miss. When you miss, you're in a lot of trouble. Come on, fallen stars. Help me out here. There we go. Now I got him. See, he always wants to be up and over. It's always more convenient to get him to chase you side to side. So I'm doing pretty good. My health's pretty high with the regeneration. The regeneration band and iron armor, it seems like this is going to be probably not doing the best damage in the world. I remember this being a little quicker. Either they buffed the boss or I have terrible memory, because this is a lot slower than I remember. That's alright, we'll get through it. Maybe I'll try again, since I have two. That's going to take most of the night though. Might not even finish in time. That might be the bigger problem I'm having. Nah, it should be fine. And transforming into phase 2, so it gets a little more aggressive now, which is actually good for me, because he tends to stay closer during these pauses here. And instead of shooting things at me and running around. And since he doesn't hurt too much in full iron, now I do want to mention that I have full iron, but I also have another +5 armor from the 3 from the armored item that I have, the armored wall climbing boots, and then 2 more from a defensive shackle. And since the iron armor set, I believe the entire set gives, what, 3 for the chest, 2 for the other 2, so 5, 7, and then 2 more for the one, so 9. I'm getting a bonus 5 from my accessories, so it's essentially double my armor. So if you didn't take the time to find accessories, there we go, then it might be a little harder. So it's not too bad. Easy enough, guys. I didn't even use the ropes below. Completely unnecessary. Just standing the bridge over here is just fine. A couple potions. Iron skin, 8 more defense. That probably helped quite a bit. But I've picked up a number of those potions doing just initial spelunking. I think I've got 4 or 5 of them in here now. 3 extras sitting here. I got Night Owl and Shine. I mean, I've got tons of potions. I mean, you should be able to find these pretty easily. Hold on to them for the boss fights. Simple, guys. That's it. Next time we'll probably go after Skeletron, but I'll probably hunt down slightly better gear for him. The boomerang did not go as well as I had planned. I was hoping it would be a little faster, but it's a lot slower than I remember. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like your videos, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, or if you'd like to see something else done, or a different game reviewed or tried, let me know. I've been more than happy to try something else. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Alright, everybody, between boss fights, I'm going to do another boss fight here immediately after it hits sunset. But while I was doing some cleanup of the trees over here, the merchant came to visit. So I came over to see him. He's got some stuff for sale. The reason I hit the go ahead and record button was he's got a katana here for 16 melee damage. Considerably more powerful than my 8 on my spear. Now my spear is more helpful because of the range on it, but gotta give it to an 18 damage sword. Let's see, the iron sword has 10. I probably won't be making better than a 16 for anytime soon. It's 2.5 gold. I've got about 7. If I go get my gold out of the box over here. There it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the sword. I mean, it's here. It's not unnecessarily cheap, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it anyways. See how fun it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got the auto swing on it too. Fantastic. I can just slice and dice me some rabbits. Still looking for that rabbit banner, so there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to nighttime. Get ready for the second boss. I'm gonna do an iron fight. I realized that the last fight required the boomerang that I got rather lucky to find, not only once but twice. So I'm gonna do a run through with an iron bow and iron arrows. So I'm gonna gather up the stuff during the day to make those 2 items, and then we're gonna go ahead and try the suspicious looking guy again, wearing just the iron armor, the iron bow and a whole bunch of arrows. Look, I already got quite a few arrows. Maybe we'll make some flaming arrows things. This should be fairly easy. I got a bunch of arrows just breaking up urns and pots inside the cavern, so should be fairly easy to have enough to kill the boss. Gonna make some torches, or not, because I don't have enough slime probably to make as many torches as I would like. It's 3 to 1 here. Alright guys, we're gonna start round 2 here. I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult on myself by dropping all of my specialty gear that I located that we did on the last fight. So I'm going to ditch all my accessories, all my speed boosts, and my defensive accessories, and I will not be using any potions this round. We'll see what it looks like to fight without all my specialty gear that I located with fairly good luck. So I'm going to find them with just no accessories, pure iron armor, iron helmet, chainmail, greaves, and I'm going to craft an iron bow. I have plenty of arrows already, because of the random pots and chests that you find running around. Oh, got a murderous iron bow. That's crazy. Let's see if I can't try another one. I want a regular one or something that's not. Really? 2? Let's try one more time. I'm wasting a lot of iron here to try and... There we go. It looks like I have a lot of luck in this character. I'm picking up 2 murderous iron bows when all I want is a basic one. Wow, I'm really hurt myself here though. Oh well. Let's see what happens. So I've dropped the accessories. I've dropped my specialty godly enchanted boomerang. And I've dropped the potions. So I will not be using my iron skin potion this round, which gave me a lot of help last time, I think. While we wait for nightfall, we did get the Dryad to move in. She joined in while I was running around. Since it's Halloween, she's selling a couple of her very, very limited clothing here. As you can see, it's like 4 pieces of leaves, and that constitutes clothing, apparently. And pumpkin seeds, which is kind of nifty. So I have some pumpkins here, and you saw when I was crafting the bow, I've got a large range of random items that I can craft now from the pumpkin junk. Pumpkin chest. I don't know, make a jack-o'-lantern, why not? I'll just put it over here somewhere. There we go. Seems unnecessary. Probably could turn on the glowingness on the eyes there a little bit. I think everyone here is selling something a little bit different, or a bunch of them are. What I found kind of odd is on another character, the merchants was selling the nurse's clothes, which is a little creepy. So I don't know what's going on there. Got a sickle here. I think that's pretty standard though. I don't think anything there is unusual. Painter probably has pretty standard stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's anything unusual here. No. Alright, well, looks like it's nighttime. Everyone's getting back into their houses. So we're going to try this with just iron armor, an iron bow, iron arrows, or wooden arrows. Ugh, another star just before we start. And no potions. So let's see how this goes. I'm not jumping very high either now. I can definitely feel the limitations on my maneuverability without the speed shoes, the Zephyr boots, and the cloud jumping. I definitely feel sluggish. And I'm definitely have to try and keep these little guys off me a little bit more consistently. But I still think the iron armor is more than enough to kill this guy in. As you can see, I'm not taking barely any damage when he does hit me. It's like half a glowing star, and it comes back pretty quickly. The one thing I do have to note, and I did keep this because it's fairly easy to do, in the last battle and in this one, I am going in and out of the regeneration area of my campfire down below. That was an unexpected benefit. I forgot all about it when I set up the arena. But it is a very handy thing to have if you're going to do these kind of things, so the fact that I built it, that I had one, was pretty handy. As you can see, I'm gaining a little bit of health back as I fight, but without my band, it's quite a bit slower. So, and this whole fight's a lot slower. So I feel like the boomerang was still as fast as I remember. It's significantly faster than this bow is. And use a healing potion there. Stay ahead of the game. Now you should have plenty of healing potions if you've done any kind of spelunking at all, so I don't feel like that's asking too much to have a couple healing potions around. Now this is really slow compared to the boomerang. And without having any kind of buffs or items on me, it's very time consuming. I have to be a lot more careful. See, having him chase me now is actually a huge negative, because I can't hop over him anymore. But we're getting there though. Get some of these eyes off me. Slowly but surely. Man, this is just a hellacious fight, and with just a basic weapon here. Probably should have at least used a murderous one. Well, my potion cooldown's up, so we'll just use another one. Stay full life. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward fight. This doesn't look like it requires that much effort or prep. Like I said, I didn't use the ropes last time. I won't use them this time. It doesn't look necessary at all. And I seem to be doing just fine. It's slow, but it's still not too slow. I think I'll easily be able to make my time limit here. So he's a little bit easier to kill now. I think he loses his armor when he transforms, which is why I'm suddenly doing a lot more damage. Let's see here. Nope, I am running out of arrows though, actually. That's not good. I think it's slightly better. So I started with about 300 arrows. And I haven't missed too many. So I'm going to suggest you get more than 300 next time. Because I'm going to be cutting it close here. I'm probably going to end up using a couple of the... What do I have here? Unholy arrows from the first time I killed him. But maybe I'll just swing my new katana at him a couple times and finish him off. Oh, I am losing a lot of health though, actually. Use another healing potion. His transformed version of himself tends to do more damage, apparently. Yeah, he's doing about 20 points of damage to me now, where before he was only doing 7. And I think last battle he was doing significantly less than even that. It's gonna be close. Running out of health. Healing's still on cooldown. It's because I can't hop over him, that makes it so hard. Got him. Alright guys, so it can be done. It's significantly harder, and I do have quite a bit of health from running around below, but I did make it as basically as hard as possible on me. So if you guys go to do it, it shouldn't have been that difficult. And certainly not that long. So, like I said, it's Halloween, that's why the bunnies are wearing costumes. Let's see what I got. See if I got anything decent. No, unholy arrows again, demonite. Oh, there we go. I might have been better off just using the katana. Gee, that took forever. And he hurt a couple of my guys here. But that's it, guys. So pretty straightforward. Again, no potions, pure armor, no accessories, just clean iron bow, and some wooden, about 300 wooden arrows is about what it takes to kill him without anything. So that's it. If you liked the video, please make sure you subscribe or leave comments below. If you'd like to see another fight, if you'd like to see a different set of gear, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the videos.